Hey there! In this video, we'll be taking a deep dive into the world of open source intelligence, OSINT for short, and how it's become a pivotal skill in the cybersecurity domain. As we navigate the vast sea of publicly available data, I'll be showing you live how OSINT provides the tools and techniques necessary to uncover critical information that's hidden in plain sight. Throughout our journey, you'll learn how to gather and analyze data that's out there for anyone to find, if they know where to look. From social media analysis to uncovering domain records, we'll tackle real challenges that security professionals face every day. And to wrap it up, I'll introduce you to TryHackMe, a platform where you can put all your newfound OSINT knowledge to the test through interactive, gamified learning. If you're curious about that, I'll have a link in the description to a full walkthrough on TryHackMe. But for now, let's get started on mastering OSINT and boosting your cybersecurity expertise. For an introduction and topics covered, we'll be going through historical context of OSINT, talking about its origin and evolution. We'll talk about its application in intelligence and investigations, and we'll also talk about the transition of OSINT into the digital era. We'll do live demonstrations of OSINT tools like Google, Wikipedia, Reddit, ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, formerly known as Bing Chat, and my personal favorite, Perplexity.ai. Afterwards, as I said, we'll do a live demonstration of a Linux privilege escalation room that will be in a separate video with the link in the description. OSINT refers to the practice of collecting and analyzing information from publicly available sources. In the digital age, with the explosion of information available online, OSINT has become an indispensable tool for cybersecurity experts. It's used in a variety of purposes, from identifying potential cyber threats to understanding attackers' tactics, thereby playing a key role in strengthening cybersecurity measures. Imagine a scenario where a cybersecurity team uses OSINT to preemptively identify a phishing campaign. By analyzing data from various online forums, social media platforms, and leaked databases, they can piece together the campaign's structure, targets, and even the potential origin. This proactive approach, enabled by OSINT, is essential in today's fast-paced digital environment where threats evolve rapidly. The roots of OSINT can be traced back to the intelligence and espionage activities during world wars, where information from newspapers, radio broadcasts, and public records played a crucial role in strategic planning. However, it was during the Cold War that OSINT gained significant recognition as an intelligence discipline. Governments heavily relied on open sources to gather information about adversaries without resorting to covert means. With the advent of the internet and digital technologies, OSINT witnessed a paradigm shift. Its focus expanded from traditional media to the vast, dynamic online world. The digital era brought with it new sources of open intelligence like social media platforms, online forums, blogs, and vast databases. For example, during the Arab Spring, analysts used OSINT to gather real-time information from social media, providing valuable insights into the events as they unfolded. This evolution showcases how OSINT adapted to the changing landscape, becoming an integral part of cybersecurity strategies worldwide. In this new digital domain, OSINT analysts are not just passive collectors of information. They actively engage with diverse and rich data sources, applying advanced analytical techniques to uncover hidden patterns, detect potential threats, and provide actionable intelligence. This transition marks OSINT's critical role in today's cybersecurity landscape, where the line between physical and digital security continues to blur. Google's emergence as a primary tool in open source intelligence cannot be overstated. Its widespread use has significantly altered how information is gathered and analyzed. Google offers an extensive database that is both broad and deep, capturing a wide variety of information from different parts of the globe and across various sectors. This makes it an invaluable tool in the arsenal of cybersecurity experts, researchers, and intelligence analysts. The key features that stand out include its comprehensive index of web pages, real time updates, and the ability to pull data from various types of content, from news articles and academic journals to forums and social media platforms. Leveraging Google's advanced search is a must for OSINT work. With the right search operators like cite for specific websites and in URL for keywords and URLs, file type for certain types of files, and in text for finding exact words on a page, you can zero in on the info you need without wading in through pages of fluff. Boolean operators like and, or, and not are also clutch for fine-tuning your results. For example, a search like Cybersecurity Conference 2024 and calls for papers, not vendor, filters out the noise, pulling up academic conferences without vendor sales pitches. I'll be showing you how this works live so you can see these techniques in action. Practical demonstration of how Google can be used to find sensitive information highlights both the power and potential risks of OSINT. Cybersecurity professionals often use Google to identify exposed personal data, confidential documents, or security vulnerabilities. For example, using the file type operator can help find documents that were unintentionally made public. A search like file type, PDF, confidential, might reveal PDF documents marked as confidential but publicly available. Similarly, combining in-text with specific keywords can uncover personal data or sensitive corporate information that's been inadvertently exposed online. However, it's crucial to address the ethical considerations and legal boundaries in using Google for OSINT. While public information can be accessed, the purpose and methods of gathering should always align with ethical guidelines and legal frameworks. This includes respecting privacy, avoiding unauthorized access to protected information, and using the data gathered responsibly and within the scope of legal permissions. Cybersecurity professionals must balance the power of OSINT with the responsibility that comes with accessing and using sensitive information. So here we have Google. Say we want to look for PDF documents that contain the word confidential. For that, we could type file type, PDF, confidential. So here we have returned in the results PDF files with the word confidential in the file. Now, we're not going to drill down too deep into this because I don't want to inadvertently access anything that is confidential. However, you can, of course, experiment and know that if it's indexed in Google, it is open source, meaning that although it may contain confidential information, doing a simple file search and exploring isn't going to get you into any hot water. Alternatively, if you don't want to learn the different parameters that you can use in file searches or on Google, you can go to Google Advanced Search. Where many of the different parameters are, you can enter into a search field. So you can find pages with all of these words, with exact phrase, with any of these words, with none of these words, specific languages, regions, and certain time frames and certain file formats. So let's look for cybersecurity breaches. And let's look in Canada. And let's look for things in the past week. Oh, so we can see here that the Toronto Zoo is the latest public institution hit by a breach. This article is dated today. And so again, this isn't meant to be a comprehensive guide on how to use Google. However, if you want to explore further, I invite you to look at Google Advanced Search. Another thing that you might want to search for is Google Dorks. Which apparently they are blocking. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So Google Dorks is a different bunch of different parameters that you can search for to see things like webcams and admin info. There's a wealth of information out there. Again, it goes beyond the scope of this video to actually drill down into it, but again, I invite you to experiment, and who knows what you may find. Wikipedia, the vast online encyclopedia, is a valuable resource for background research in OSINT. It offers a wealth of information on a wide variety of subjects, making it a great starting point for any investigative task. The key to leveraging Wikipedia effectively lies in understanding its structure and content curation process. Wikipedia articles often provide a comprehensive overview of a topic, including historical context, current state, and relevant links to additional resources. The references and external links section at the end of each article are particularly useful as they lead to more in-depth information and primary sources. When using Wikipedia for background research, it's important to approach it with a critical eye. Look for articles with citations from reputable sources, check the history and discussion pages to gauge the quality of contributions, and use the information as a starting point rather than a definitive source. Identifying reliable sources on Wikipedia is crucial for accurate OSINT. The reliability of a Wikipedia article largely depends on the quality and credibility of its cited sources. Here are some criteria to assess reliability. Look for articles that cite reputable and authoritative sources like academic journals, books by subject matter experts, reputable news organizations, and official reports. Be cautious of articles that rely heavily on self-published sources, forums, or content with potential conflicts of interest. To verify information, cross-reference the cited sources in the Wikipedia article with other independent and authoritative sources. Additionally, checking the talk and history pages of a Wikipedia article can provide insights into the quality of the article, including discussions on content accuracy and edits over time. This practice helps in discerning the credibility of the information and understanding the context in which it was written. Remember, while Wikipedia is a useful starting point for background research, it should be complemented with further investigation using other reliable sources. So let's look up an article on Wikipedia. We'll look up cybersecurity. Computer security, cybersecurity, digital security, or information technology is the protection of computer systems and networks from attacks by malicious actors that may result in unauthorized information disclosure, theft of, or damage to hardware, software, or data, as well as from the disruption or misdirection of the services they provide. When we hover over any of the links in a Wikipedia article, we can see the page that it links to and a brief summary of what's on that page without having to actually open it in another page. We scroll down to the bottom, we can see the sources that were cited. And again, it's beneficial if you want to gauge the veracity or truthfulness of a Wikipedia article to actually, click on some of the links to identify whether they come from reputable sources or if they are dead links that don't point anywhere. Reddit, known as the front page of the internet, is a treasure trove for OSINT practitioners. It hosts a vast array of communities, known as subreddits, covering almost every topic imaginable. For OSINT purposes, the key is to find and engage with subreddits that align with your area of interest. This might include communities dedicated to cybersecurity, data breaches, technology news, or even specific industries. Navigating Reddit effectively requires a combination of keyword searches and community engagement. Start by using Reddit's search function with relevant keywords to identify active subreddits in your field. Once you find a community, delve into its threads. Look for discussions that are rich in information, user experiences, and even first-hand accounts of cybersecurity incidents or trends. Be sure to sort threads by top or hot to find the most relevant and current discussions. And I would actually add to that to sort threads by new if you want to see the most recent articles posted in reverse chronological order. To illustrate the use of Reddit in cybersecurity research, let's examine a case study. Imagine we are investigating a recent cyber attack. By searching relevant subreddits, we might find threads discussing the attack, including user analyses, links to external resources, and potentially even comments from individuals directly affected or involved. For example, in the aftermath of a well-known data breach, detailed discussions emerged on subreddits like r/cybersecurity and r/netsec. These discussions can offer unique insights that are not available in mainstream media, like technical analyses of the breach, potential implications, and preventative strategies discussed by professionals in the field. Analyzing these threads can provide a deeper understanding of the attack's nature, scope, and impact. Additionally, comments and discussions can reveal trends in public perception and response to the incident. Such real-world examples underscore the value of Reddit as a powerful tool in gathering cybersecurity intelligence, where the collective knowledge and experiences of a community contribute to a richer, more nuanced understanding of complex cyber issues. So let's see if we can find anything about the Toronto Zoo incident that we saw on Google. Here we have from 5 days ago, Toronto Zoo dealing with cybersecurity incident. This is posted to our Toronto, is the subreddit. I should mention that one of the greatest values of Reddit is not so much the articles that are posted there, but more the commentary that is associated with the articles posted on Reddit. Let's look for the R Cybersecurity Reddit, of which there's 654,000 Reddits. Let me join this. Here is a recent article. As I said earlier, you can sort by new in order to see the post in reverse chronological order. Evil URL Checker, a cybersecurity tool designed to safeguard against IDN homograph attacks by identifying visually similar domain names. So I can spend, I'm sure, all day going down a rabbit hole of reading extremely interesting and relevant articles on Reddit. However, I will leave that to your own self-study and discovery. ChatGPT, a sophisticated AI language model developed by OpenAI, has emerged as a novel tool in the realm of OSINT. It's capable of generating human-like text based on input it receives, making it a valuable asset for gathering insights, generating hypotheses, or even brainstorming ideas. However, it's crucial to be aware of its limitations, particularly in terms of accuracy and the lack of direct citations. While ChatGPT can provide information that appears accurate and well-formed, it's essential to remember that it generates responses based on patterns in data and not from a database of verified facts. This means that while often informative, its responses should be cross-referenced with an authoritative source for accuracy. Furthermore, ChatGPT does not provide direct citations to its sources, making it challenging to trace the origin of its information. This necessitates a cautious approach in using ChatGPT for OSINT, emphasizing the need to corroborate its outputs with external, reliable sources. To harness ChatGPT effectively for cybersecurity, OSINT, formulating the right queries is key. For instance, you may ask ChatGPT about the latest trends in cyber threats, common vulnerabilities in a specific software, or the best practices in digital forensics. The model can provide a broad overview, suggest resources, or even outline potential strategies based on the query. For example, a query like, "What are the emerging trends in ransomware attacks in 2024?" can yield a synthesized overview of recent developments, potential targets, and preventative measures. Similarly, asking, "What are common vulnerabilities in IoT devices?" can provide a list of known issues and mitigation strategies. However, it's important to approach these responses as starting points for further research and not as definitive answers. Let's try some of those prompts and see what we get in return. When you enter a prompt into ChatGPT, please know that you can always regenerate and see if it gives you a different output. As you can see, when I regenerated, it gave me a different output. Also bear in mind that the training data is generally not current with ChatGPT, especially the free version ChatGPT 3.5. Let's try the other prompt I mentioned. Entering a prompt like this in the form of a single question is what's referred to as a zero-shot prompt. So as we can see here, asking it what the common vulnerabilities in IoT devices listed 8 common vulnerabilities, which just glancing over them, they do seem accurate. But again, it's not unless you cross-reference it that you would actually know its true veracity. Let's regenerate and see if it gives us a different list. We notice that 1, 2, and 3 are weak passwords, lack of updates, and inadequate authentication. And it gave us the same 3. Let's rank them in order of severity and see if it changes. Also, when you're prompting, ChatGPT doesn't care about punctuation in terms of capitalization. It converts everything to lowercase before it runs its algorithms. And it actually requires a little bit of processing power to do so. So it's often better to just type in lowercase. So it looks like it did give us. It's a slightly different order. I'm noticing that up here in the first time around, it listed vendor-specific issues as number 8, but when I asked it to rank it in order of severity, it put vendor issues as number 7. I also note that the way it refers to it is different. So in the first time, it says lack of physical security, physical access to an IoT device can lead to tampering or exploitation. Secure the physical access to your devices. And in the second instance, it says physical access vulnerabilities are important, but usually require physical proximity to exploit. Prompt engineering is the skill of crafting questions or prompts that elicit the most useful and accurate response from AI models like ChatGPT. This involves being clear, specific, and contextually relevant in your queries. For example, rather than asking a general question like, "Tell me about cybersecurity," a more engineered prompt would be, "Provide an overview of the top 3 cybersecurity threats faced by financial institutions in 2024. Let's check out the difference between those two prompts. Okay, so it talked about confidentiality, integrity, and availability, which is good because that is the CIA triad and central to all matters information security related. It also went on to talk about authentication, authorization, firewalls and antivirus, encryption, incident response, security policies, and continuous monitoring. This is a pretty good list. Let's see what happens if we ask about the top 3 cybersecurity threats faced by financial institutions in 2024. Ransomware attacks, advanced persistent threats, supply chain attacks. Yep, that looks about right. Again, we might want to cross-reference in our favorite search engine, whether that be Google or maybe Microsoft Copilot, formerly known as Bing Chat, which brings us to our next OSINT source. Actually, before we go on to the next OSINT source, let's try a few more prompts. How about we list and explain the top 5 cyber hygiene practices for remote workers? Pretty good. Let's try summarize the evolution of phishing attacks from 2020 to 2024. Okay, finally, let's try to compare and contrast the effectiveness of different types of firewalls in network security. I'll include links to all of the tools that we have shown today so that you don't have to worry about writing down any URLs. These prompts I showed you are designed to extract specific, detailed, and comparative information, making them powerful for gleaning insights from ChatGPT. The key in prompt engineering is to guide the AI towards the kind of detailed, focused response you're seeking, making it a valuable skill in leveraging AI for OSINT and cybersecurity. Let's copy this last prompt and take it over into our next tool. Bing Chat and Copilot represent significant advancements in AI-driven search and assistance tools. Bing Chat offers a conversational search experience, allowing users to interact with the Bing search engine in a natural dialogue-based format. This can include asking questions, seeking clarifications, or following up with more detailed queries. The strength of Bing Chat lies in its integration with Microsoft's vast information network, providing users with a wide range of data sources and up-to-date information. Copilot, on the other hand, extends the concept of AI assistance to specific applications. It's designed to work within certain software environments, offering tailored support based on the context of the user's needs. This can range from helping with code in a development environment to providing data analysis in a business application. On the accessibility front, both Bing Chat and Copilot are designed to be user-friendly and are accessible on various platforms. Bing Chat can be accessed through web browsers, making it easily available for desktop users, while also being integrated into mobile applications for on-the-go queries. Copilot's accessibility largely depends on the specific application it's integrated with, but the focus is on seamless user experience regardless of the platform, be it mobile or web. I should also note that Microsoft has made it somewhat confusing. They have a tendency of renaming their products. So Copilot refers to what Bing Chat previously was, which was a chatbot, but Copilot also refers to built-in functionality in their latest operating system, Windows 11, whereby it acts as a AI-powered search engine that also connects it with other Microsoft 365 apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. So here we have Microsoft Edge browser with the Copilot, what they call with Bing Chat. So in it, you have different options. You can be more precise, more balanced, or more creative. I find that I tend to use more creative just because it tends to apply a little bit more of the language model in attaining its results. And please bear in mind that these results are also searching the internet in real time. So that same prompt I put over into ChatGPT, let's try that over here. So compare and contrast the effectiveness of different types of firewalls in network security. I should note that Microsoft or Copilot or Bing Chat is multimodal in that you can also upload images or you can use your voice in interacting with it. So you notice it in its response, it gives numbers that are citations. This is something that is sorely lacking in the regular version of ChatGPT. Also, please bear in mind that Microsoft Copilot, Bing Chat, utilizes GPT-4 in the background in order to do its searches. So it's more powerful than the free version of ChatGPT. Now, if you were to compare the paid version of ChatGPT, referred to as or called ChatGPT Plus, which does use GPT-4 Turbo, and it does enable web search, you find that it's still more heavily focused on being a generative language model rather than the Copilot, which is more of an AI-powered search assistant. If you notice, it also gives you follow-up questions that you can ask, like how do I configure a firewall? Or which type of firewall should I use for my home network? Copilot, formerly referred to as Bing Chat, is a standout tool in the AI landscape, particularly because of its use of OpenAI's GPT-4. This advanced model allows Copilot to engage in more nuanced conversations and provide more precise information, particularly uh, particularly when dealing with specialized topics or complex queries. On the other hand, ChatGPT, which is free to use, operates on the slightly older GPT 3.5 model. This distinction is significant when it comes to the depth and breadth of understanding Copilot in terms of how it relates to your conversation. With GPT-4, Copilot is adept at parsing the context and nuances of queries, which can be incredibly useful for cybersecurity practitioners who need the most current information and intelligent analysis. Whether it's about identifying the latest threats or offering up-to-date remediation tactics, Copilot's use of GPT-4 means it can provide insights that are informed by a more extensive knowledge base and a more sophisticated understanding of complex subjects. In essence, while both tools offer valuable assistance, Copilot's use of GPT-4 positions it as a more advanced option, capable of delivering a level of interaction and specialized assistance that can be particularly beneficial in the rapidly evolving field of cybersecurity. Understanding the capabilities and strengths of each tool is key to integrating them effectively into your OSINT practices and overall cybersecurity strategy. Perplexity AI is a unique AI-powered search engine that offers a transformative approach to online information retrieval. It operates in a chatbot style format using OpenAI's GPT technology to answer queries with text messages sourced from various online materials. This innovative search mechanism differentiates Perplexity AI from traditional search engines by providing direct answers to user queries instead of just links to web pages. Users can specify the focus of their searches to pull information from specific domains such as academic papers, Reddit threads, YouTube videos, Wikipedia articles, and Wolfram Alpha, which is basically a supercalculator. This feature allows for more targeted and relevant search experience, catering to the specific needs of the user and enhancing the quality of OSINT research. Perplexity AI can significantly enhance OSINT research by offering a conversational interface that allows for natural language queries. This interface simplifies the search process, making it more intuitive and aligned with human communication patterns. When a query is entered, Perplexity AI employs its language models to gather relevant information from across the internet, providing straightforward answers with citations for each response. This is particularly useful in OSINT, where verifying the credibility of information is crucial. The citations provided by Perplexity offer a layer of transparency and trustworthiness, enabling users to trace the origins of the information they receive. Moreover, Perplexity AI's ability to suggest related follow-up responses based on the initial query can drive deeper research into a topic, revealing new angles and insights that might not be immediately apparent. This feature is invaluable in exploring complex subjects, particularly in cybersecurity, where understanding the nuances and interconnected aspects of a topic is key. Additionally, the Chrome extension and mobile app increases the utility of Perplexity AI by making it accessible across various platforms, enhancing the research process's flexibility and convenience. So let's dive in and do some searches. So we'll try the same search that we did in ChatGPT and in Copilot. I should say that I'm using the free version. There is a pro version. Difference being, pro version gives access to image uploads, smarter AI, and more Copilot. Copilot is enhanced where you may put in a prompt or a search, and it will ask you to refine that search. But let's just try it out in its vanilla format and see what it comes back with. So now you'll notice that similar to Microsoft Copilot, it places the citations in line with the text in the response. In the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you'll notice the URL that this first point came from. You'll see other URLs. Now, part of the power of this is it enables you to remove sources from your search. So currently it is generating this answer based off of these 5 different websites and sources. Now I can go here to view sources and I can have it answer the question or perform the search based off of whichever sources I specify. So I can remove some of these sources. Let's just remove, all of them except for Gartner. And you'll notice that it will reformulate its response based on the fact that now I've had it specify one single source. So as you can see, it gave us a different response based on that one single source that you can see here. Other things that you can do well, first of all, you can have it like similar to ChatGPT. You can have it rewrite its answer. Oh, you may not be able to do it in the free version. Let's try. Nope, it won't let us do it in the free version. You can have it. You can ask follow-up questions though. How does a firewall use AI? Okay. Another thing you can do is you can search for. Let's see here. You can change the focus of your search. So right now I'm searching the entire internet. Instead, I can have it search for academic papers. I can have it search within the model itself without searching the web. I can have it search Wolfram Alpha. I can have it search YouTube videos, or I can have it search Reddit. So let's look up on Reddit for any mentions of that Toronto Zoo breach. And so here we have links to articles about, or Reddit posts about that cybersecurity breach. Let's change the focus again. And this time, let's have it search for YouTube videos. Maybe there's a YouTube video about the breach. Apparently there is. Additionally, when you are performing searches within the model itself, and even with the internet, but it'll do it faster if you just do it, choose writing mode. Like ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot, it can also help you with coding questions. So let me have it write hello world in Python. Now I could say something like write a simple calculator application in Python. And here's the code that I could put into an emulator or a coding environment, and I could compile and run that code, and I would have a simple calculator. Let me think of another example. I could say, how would I execute this code? And it tells me to open a text environment. How can I do it from a command line on a MacBook? So it's telling me to go into a terminal, and assuming I saved that code into a file called calculator.py, and assuming I had Python 3 installed on my MacBook, I could then type Python 3 calculator.py and execute that code. I can say things like, give me a guide on how to install Python on my MacBook. And here's a guide. Let me change the focus to include the internet. And now say something like, I am a first year cybersecurity student. Please give me a a list of 15 things I can do to prepare myself for an entry-level cybersecurity role. And here you go. I could have asked for 20 things. I could have asked for 25 things. You'll find that when you're interacting with these large language models, they pretty much will attempt and give you answers to anything you can ask. So um, I strongly encourage students I teach and anyone who will listen who's looking for the answer to a question to try Perplexity. You may be pleasantly surprised. And again, it cites its sources, right? So where did it get that information from? Indeed, Springboard, San Diego, Cyberary, etc. What tips can you find for aspiring cyber professionals on to leverage LinkedIn to find their first role? Optimize your profile, join cybersecurity groups, showcase your expertise, connect with industry professionals, utilize job search functions. And the last question, let's ask it, what is TryHackMe and how can it benefit my cyber security career? Hands-on experience, skill development, career preparation. It's relevant for students and it's relevant for businesses that want to upskill and provide corporate training. TryHackMe is a key part of my daily routine. It helps me sharpen my cybersecurity skills. It's a hands-on online platform where each virtual room hones in on different aspects of cybersecurity designed by experts. These rooms throw you into real-world scenarios, challenging you to apply what you've learned. It's an effective way to grasp cybersecurity concepts, whether you're just starting out or you've been in the field for a while. The platform covers everything from the nitty-gritty tech details to social engineering, making it a great tool for continuous learning. Open source intelligence is super handy, as you may imagine, in TryHackMe challenges. Think of it as your detective toolkit. You're not just gathering info about targets, you're cracking it open to solve tough cybersecurity puzzles, like Capture the Flag contest. OSINT helps you find hidden clues and get the full picture of what you're up against. It's way more than just collecting data. It's about piecing together the whole puzzle in these virtual rooms. Now, for cybersecurity pros like us, OSINT is a daily tool. We'll use it to sniff out weak spots in our systems, stay on top of emerging threats, and get the lowdown on potential bad actors. Mastering OSINT means we're always a step ahead, ready for anything from quick fixes to big-time security planning. It's not just about collecting info, it's about turning that intel into smart, proactive strategies in our field. Now, let's dive into Linux privilege escalation techniques on TryHackMe. I'll guide you through various methods to identify and exploit system vulnerabilities. We're going to enter environments that mimic real-world scenarios, aiming to elevate our access rights. It's a good chance to apply our Linux and networking skills. And remember, if we hit a snag, we can always rely on our OSINT skills to find a way forward. This is an excellent opportunity to refine your cybersecurity abilities in a safe, practical setting. For a detailed walkthrough, check out my full demonstration in another video. The link is in the description. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you over in the next video. Like I said, link is in the description. Thank you.